friends, it's that time again. I know it's really close together this time because of my last box being late, and this box actually came right on time. But yeah, it's Ipsy time. And this month's theme is girl power and friendship. And as you can see, my full-size item once again is a brush. This time it's meant to be a powder brush. So we'll see how that works later. The reason my hair is soaking wet, and you can see all my weird fuzzies, is because the first product I'm going to be trying out today is a hair mask from Silky. Get the packaging off. No satisfying little zippy thing. But yeah, the instructions on the card that they gave you said to shampoo your hair first, so that is what I have done. And then this is going to sit in my hair. Oh, that's quite heavily scented. It's like almost like a grandma perfume smell. I know not everyone's grandma has the same kind of perfume, but just like one of those old-fashioned perfumey smells. So I'm just going to work this in. It is a conditioning mask, and so usually I would just do it on my tips, but it's also supposed to smooth those little fuzzies that you just saw before. So, and it's meant to also soothe your scalp. I don't know how when it's this scented. I might end up using this whole pot on just my one head of hair because I have very thick hair. And it's getting quite long, as you can see. Definitely longer than when I started doing all these videos and stuff. Yeah, I look a little rough today also because I haven't been feeling well for over a week. It's my day off, so I don't feel like I really have to try, but hopefully by the end of this video I'll look a little better. I'm also going to do my final word on the stuff from the box from last time. I just realized I called it a box. This time it was not a box. It came in a little pink mail bag because all it was like it all literally fit in here except for the brush. And they just packed that alongside it. Ooh, my ring is turning around. I think it's saturated. It's not really going in anymore. Just make sure I got all the ends good. It's not making me itchy yet. We'll see how we are in 10 minutes when I go to rinse this off. Okay, it's been about 10 minutes of letting this sit in my hair. And as the only thing I washed during my shower was my hair, I'm going to go in it with my Clean It Zero here, which I still have barely made a dent in. Now this is an acid peel actually. I did a little more reading. I should have just read the whole packaging before filming last time, but I did not. And this I do actually like. It hasn't caused any irritation so far. And it does feel like it gets my face really clean. So I'm definitely going to use it until it's gone. I'm not sure that it's had any like particularly stunning effects on the health of my skin. So I'm not sure that I would go out of my way to buy a full size. But I appreciate being able to try it. Some of the great things about samples. Okay, I'm gonna go wash this off and I'll be right back. Quick update before I move on to the rest of the video. I just got out of the shower after rinsing that stuff out of my hair. And I don't know if you can see, but definitely where it's touched my face is irritated and my scalp is starting to really itch. So the amount of scent in it is irritating me. Well, I've let my skin calm down a little bit from being irritated. Let my hair dry a little bit. And I'm just going to use the There's No More moisturizer from the last Ipsy bag. This is actually quite cooling on my irritated cheeks and temples. Again, I'm glad I got the opportunity to try it out. I'm not sure with how scented it is if I would go out of my way to buy it though. Okay, got that. I'm gonna use my little eye cream. We're gonna have this problem again. At least it's not the first time opening it, so it wasn't that hard to get this time. This eye cream wasn't the best bag removing eye cream that I've had either. Then I think after that cute little panda one from Korea, there's a high bar for me with eye creams. Okay, now that those are on, let's dig around in my little bag and see what we've got. Okay, Sophia and Mabel, I Woke Up Like This Skin Perfecting Primer. Give that a go. See if I can find the little zip strip here. That's it. Ooh, I don't think it wants to go. Oh, there it goes. Oh, it's not gonna zip all the way. Disappointing. Oh well. It's a good thing I'm not a zip strip review channel. I would have a hard time. Now this one says specifically that it can be worn alone or under makeup. So I'm interested to see what it does just on its own. Because if this is a good, like, kind of blur filter type primer, just on its own, this might be one I would actually go and buy the full size of. Because I don't particularly like to wear makeup. But sometimes my skin needs a little help. Sometimes my pores look a little big, and sometimes I get a little spotty or oily, and just being able to blur those out would be really nice. Feels really interesting going on. It's almost kind of squeaky feeling. Feels very soft and very clean. And it doesn't smell of anything, which I like. I don't know. Maybe those pores look a little less prominent. See, because I just had a reaction on my face, the pores around my cheeks here, especially big looking. Let's see if this fills them in nice, if I just intentionally get it right there and blend it. My cheek's getting extra red. I don't know. I also don't really know how much of this product I'm supposed to use. See if it fills in some of these fine lines. Okay. see it reducing anything. Well, we'll keep trying that, and I'll let you know next month if I've worked out how to use it better, or if I was right and it just doesn't seem to do anything except change the texture of my skin. I think the next step will be this Milk makeup. It's a cheek and lip tint. And kind of this dusky rosy color. The color is called Work. W-E-R-K. Let's see. Kind of a rosy nude color. Looks pretty good. It's the right kind of shade for me, I think. Let's try it on the cheeks. Not really sure how I'm supposed to apply this to my cheeks. Just gonna dab it on with my fingertips. It's a cream product, of course, so I gotta put it on before I put any powders on my face, so I'm gonna use that brush last. Let's try this. Just don't see anything on this cheek. What's going on? Oh, there we go. It's just very subtle. And it looks like in the full size it probably screws up and down. And this is only a sample, so that's all you've really got right there. I'd say it's a lip color that's quite nice. Okay, now we're down to my last tester for this time, because the last thing in my bag after it I can't actually use. But it is this powder brush. It's actually called a pressed powder brush in my little cheat sheet. But it says you can use it for loose powder too, and as I don't have any pressed powders, we're gonna have to use it on my loose powder foundation here. And it picks it up pretty good. And then it says you're supposed to push it into your skin with it. Let's try and cover up some of this. And it's supposed to help prevent caking. How a brush does that, I'm not entirely sure. Willing to give it a try. Of course, I'm also really running out of my loose powder here. I have a new one, but it's not quite the right shade for me right now. It's more of a summer shade. Dry my nose. I'm really not the best person to be reviewing a powder brush because I have not ever spent money on brushes. As far as I'm concerned, a brush is a brush is a brush. Which is probably why I was a little disappointed with brushes as the full-size item for my bags, but maybe I will learn a thing. And of course I'm now like covering up the blush that I put on my cheeks, but well, it certainly doesn't look cakey as far as I can tell. I've definitely had worse powder applications. And then my first ever powder brush was probably my worst. And it was a retractable, like, portable brush that I got from basically a thrift store. That's the word. Yeah, that brush is pretty good. Just dust it off as much as I can, because that really, like, grabs the powder. Looks pretty good. Last time I am ever using this mascara. I have used it a couple of times since making my last video, and every time I've used it, it's just been clumpy and horrible, and yeah, I don't like it. We'll see if it goes on nice for me this time. I'm like knocking as much of the excess off on the edge of the bottle as I can. No. See, that's disgusting. It looks like I just put my eye in mud. Yuck. Sorry about the noise, but I needed to get you closer to show you that. Ugh. See if I can thin it out a little now. No, it's just putting more on. So yeah, that's a no from me. That superhero from It, that's a no. Okay, now I'm going to show you the last product that they sent me that I can't actually review for you. It's this. It's the lip balm with CBD. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put that in this bag that I got this time, and this is going to be my give to my sister-in-law bag, because she loves CBD products. I'm just a little too sensitive to them, so that's going to go to her, and I think she's going to like it. Yeah, so that's all of my products for this time round. I'll let you know more how all of that goes next time, same as what I did. We're just going to keep going with this, and yeah. Try and get this off. Oh, it's still wet. Okay, but yeah, one real flop from the last one, but mostly pretty good. I think the flop from this one's probably going to be the hair mask. We'll see. I'll let you know in a month.